All right. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully, you guys can hear me. And I'm doing a live stream from the airport in Maui right now. So, as you come in, just let me know you're here just by saying hello. And I didn't do a live stream yesterday. I know I had a lot of stuff going on yesterday, so wasn't able to get on live. And I didn't really plan it. I mean, it was one of those deals where I wanted to get some sunset shots, and so that's why I didn't come on. I know I should have at least let you guys know, but I didn't. So I apologize for that. So as you guys come in, just let me know you're here. I am currently in Maui, and I have a long layover. James, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I'll be here until 8. Well, it's 4 o'clock here now, so like 4:15 or something like that, and I'll be here until 8 o'clock before I board. My flight is at 8:50 something. We start boarding at 8:08 or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, things are good. Just kind of sad that I'm on my way home, but hey, it is what it is, right? But my trip was good. My trip was really good, and it was definitely worth the points that I used and everything. I'll talk a little bit about the points in a little bit. But if you guys, like I said, if you guys have questions or anything, let me know. D. Anderson, what's going on? Virginia Beach, just getting ready for work, the work week. Yeah, I won't be going back to work until Tuesday, which is good. And I don't know, this stream might be kind of going in and out. I see people jumping in and then jumping out. So I don't know what's going on here. It looks like the stream is fine on my end. So let me know if there are any issues, if it's just too choppy or anything like that, like if it's too laggy. And hopefully it's okay. But it looks like people are jumping in and jumping out. One thing you guys can do if you guys are in here right now, just hit the like button. That way we can get more people in. David or D. Anderson says it's okay. All right, cool. So I want to talk a little bit about my points and how many points I used to take this trip. So first off, I'm going to start off by saying that my parents do have a timeshare, so a large portion of the what would have been a hotel stay or Airbnb stay was taken care of. So that was 7 days. Now, when we first got in, first off, I flew separate. They booked their stuff through a travel agent. Then I flew separate. So I got in to Honolulu on last Thursday. I stayed in Honolulu for 2 days. Really, it's like a day and a half, but I used points to stay at the Hyatt Place in Waikiki, and that was 12,000 points each night. So that's a total of, 24,000 points. So the Hyatt Place, 24,000 points. The great thing, and I say this all the time about Hyatt, the Hyatt Place and the Hyatt House, those are the hidden gems. You want to stay at those hotels if possible. The main reason why I like them is you get a free breakfast, and the rooms are nice. And a lot of those rooms are larger than the regular, like you could stay at a Hyatt Regency, and Hyatt Regency is supposed to be a little bit
Airport is a
larger.
Smoke-free environment. Mahalo for your compliance.
I'm in the airport right now, so that's why you hear that stuff there. So yeah, the Hyatt Regency is a little more expensive generally, and it's a higher tier. They have restaurants and stuff like that there. But the Hyatt Place and Hyatt House, those are hidden gems because you don't need to use as many points, and you can stay for you can stay in a nice place, like a nice large room. The room that I had, I don't think I did a walkthrough. I was so tired, I didn't even do a walkthrough when I got in of that hotel, the hotel room. But very nice, free breakfast. That's what I like. So 12,000 points each night there. So that was 24,000 points. And then I moved on. Then we flew from Honolulu to Kauai, and we stayed in a timeshare in Kauai for 7 days. So that was paid for. And then my last day, I had to stay an extra day because I couldn't find a flight out yesterday. For whatever reason, I couldn't find anything that at the same point value. I didn't want to spend like 50,000 points to fly back, so I could spend 20,000 today to fly back as opposed to 50,000 on another day. So that's why I did this. So I spent 25,000 points and stayed another day, but I stayed at the Grand Hyatt, which I'm sure I put some video. I put a video on Instagram, and then did I put one in. I don't think I put one in the Facebook group. I might have sent a link. I'm not sure, but anyway, very nice room. They upgraded me there, so that was a good setup. Had a nice little suite, and it overlooked the water, the ocean. So that was a real pleasant surprise. And the funny thing is, I just went in very polite. I mean, that's anytime I'm dealing with people that have the power to make those kind of decisions. I'm always polite. I'm a polite person anyway, but I never get really upset, even though I was a little upset because I have an explorer status right now. But and when you get explorer status, they give you like these club passes, like these it's a club lounge at the hotel. So think of it like an airport lounge. It's pretty similar to an airport lounge. But anyway, they give you these club passes. And the good thing about it is if you're a globalist, you have access to the club lounge. Club lounge, you're going to have finger foods, you're going to have free alcohol, free stuff like that. So you can just go and kind of just relax. It's a benefit for the people at the top tier and the explorers. They'll get those passes. So all you need to do is call in. So if you have those passes, you just call in and let them know, hey, I want to use one of my club passes to why I'm staying at this hotel. So I tried to do that, and I called a day before, 2 days before, something like that, and they said, oh, we're all booked up, we don't have any room. And this is kind of a thing because even when I was a globalist with Hyatt, in order to get a suite upgrade, you still needed to call in advance. So I would call in advance, and I did that probably 7 times. I got it once. Out of that 7 times, I got it once. So I thought that was pretty, I don't know. I was very irritated about that. So calling this time, I was irritated as well. But so I mentioned it when I went and I checked in because they told me over the phone when I called in, they told me you can still check when you check in to see. Now I knew in my head the person behind that counter doesn't have any power to do that. You have to call World of Hyatt. You have to call the rewards, the program, who they're the ones that handle the vouchers. But anyway, so I when I went in, I just mentioned it to her, and I just said, yeah, I've been trying to use these club passes, and I can't use them. Every time I go, I can't use them. She was like, oh, you called the World of Hyatt hotline, the number? I said, yeah, I called the number. And so she basically, if you guys are in here right now, hit the like button so we can get more people in. And if you're here, just let me know just by saying hello, and let me know where you're coming from so I can give you a shout out. So basically, I just mentioned it to her and said, hey, I'm just trying to use them. I have like 4 of them. They expire in February. I've been trying to use them. Every time I call, they're always full. And so I just kind of said that, and that was it. I left it alone. And so she was very polite, very nice and everything. And then it got to the point where she said, oh, so it looks like you've booked a standard room. This is 25,000 points I'm using to stay here. Standard room. And then at that point, that's when I asked her, do you guys offer any upgrades? And she was like, let me check. So she looked, and it took her probably a couple minutes to kind of look through what she had. And she said, can you hold on a minute? I need to go. And so she went back. So I knew it was already a good sign when she's going to go back because obviously there's a room. She just needs to get it approved by her manager. And so she went back and then came back and said, hey, you know what? I have a really good room for you. I think you'll really like it. And so I was like, okay, cool. But I didn't do any research as far as the rooms. I didn't know what they look like. Like, I was just figuring I'm going to get a standard room. I wasn't thinking of an upgrade. I asked for it all the time anyway, but I wasn't thinking of anything. So, I came back and like I said, I put it on Instagram. I think I can't remember where else I put it. I put it in my WhatsApp group. So the Travel Explore Click WhatsApp group. If you guys aren't members of that, check my Facebook page or Facebook group, and you can find it there. If not, I will, at the end of this video, I'm going to post it in the link. I'll post a link and just jump on in there. Right now it's free. I'm not charging anything for it. But once we start getting more and more people in there, then we'll start charging. So it's in your best benefit to get in there now. But anyway, in that WhatsApp group, basically we just talk about travel stuff, travel reward credit cards, as far as travel destinations, affordable travel destinations, and I'll be putting links in and all that kind of stuff from time to time. Okay, so yeah, so I got in the room and it was just wow. It was unfortunate that it was just me there because I used not even the majority of the stuff there, but it was still nice. It was still nice, a nice gesture. Anyway, so as far as the points, 25. So let me kind of back up. There's more people in here now, just so you guys know. So I was here for 10 days, and the first 2 days I stayed at the Hyatt Place. I spent 12,000 points each day, so that's 24,000 points for that. That was in Honolulu in Waikiki. And then the next 7 days, I'm at the airport right now, so that's why you hear the snows. Okay, so the next 7 days, my parents have a timeshare, so we stayed there at the timeshare, so I didn't have to pay anything extra out of pocket there. And then I stayed one additional night so I can catch a flight using points because the flight coming or leaving Saturday was just like 50,000 points. I only wanted to spend half that, so I waited an extra day. And I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to stay at the Grand Hyatt. I never stayed there, and I have points on, I've stayed at Hyatt properties, but I never stayed at Grand Hyatt before. So being that I had points already in Hyatt, I said, might as well. So I booked that. And then I had that nice room. So grand total, flying up here, economy on United, it was 40, I want to say it was 45,000, I think. I think it was 45,000 points. Either 40 or 45,000. I think it was 45. So 45,000, 25,000 for that one night at the Grand Hyatt, 24,000 for the 2 nights at Hyatt Place. And so that's like 94,000 points. So that's what I spent for the trip, which isn't bad. I mean, you're saying this is 10 days. So, and Hawaii is very expensive too. So you're going to spend more points to fly to Hawaii than anywhere else in the U.S., as well as the hotels. I mean, Grand Hyatts aren't all over. I mean, there are very select few of Grand Hyatts, Park Hyatts, that kind of stuff. So it really worked out for me in that sense. All right, guys, let's give some shout outs here. If you guys are in here right now, please hit the like button so we can bring more people in so they can see I'm doing a live stream. I just came on right now, so I didn't advertise it or anything. So a lot of people might not know we're doing this. Let's see. Ebony Love, what's going on? How you doing?
While in the terminal area, please keep
And
your
Lionel,
boarding
what's going
pass
on,
with
buddy?
you at all times.
Angel, how you
Please
doing?
have your boarding pass out
Okay.
and ready to present to the gate agent as you board your plane.
Let's just wait until this. Okay. So Angel says he can't afford to go to Hawaii. Laugh out loud. You know what's funny? If you live in California, it's a good destination. You don't need that many points to fly to Hawaii. Like I said, round trip 45,000. So it's not too crazy. But yeah, I live in North Carolina. Okay, so yeah, if you live on the other side of on the other coast, on the East Coast, then yeah, it's going to be a little bit. I guess North Carolina is East Coast, South, whatever, Southern East Coast. If you live on the other side of the country, you guys get my point. So yeah, it will cost a little bit more, but you also have the Caribbean that you can go to. So Caribbean is probably a good destination. I like Hawaii, and I've been here. I've been going to Hawaii every 2 years. I go to Hawaii, so I enjoy it. But I do like going other places. You guys know I like going to South America. I like going to Colombia. That's like my favorite destination. So yeah, that's how I look at that. All right, guys, let me know any other questions. Go ahead, put them out there now. I'm on a long layover, so I'm going to be here for another 4 hours until I catch my next flight, and that flight will be taking me home. So that'll be good. Yeah, Caribbean is great. I have one way through British Airways. Cool. Yeah, that's good. One ways. All right. Other questions, guys? Let me know. And I will be. So my flight today, I board at 8:08. I won't get home until 5 the next morning because you have to move up 3 hours because I'm behind everyone right now. So I'll move up 3 hours. I'll get home at 5 in the morning on Monday. And I still plan to do my live stream Monday night. I want to have a guest, but I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk about travel credit cards on Monday. It's going to be just more travel destinations. I have some stuff lined up. So I have a few people that I want to interview from Colombia that live in Colombia that are Colombian, and so I will be doing those interviews, and hopefully I'm going to hit one of them up tonight, or I'm sorry, not tonight, but I'm going to hit one of them up tomorrow when I get home, and see if she's available to do a live stream tomorrow. But yeah, she's great. She'll be a good one, and she can just tell you kind of how it is to live in Colombia, and she can tell you what she looks for in men, all that good stuff. Like she's really good. She has a YouTube channel of her own. I don't want to give her name out yet because I want it to be, I don't know, a surprise, I guess. But yeah, so let me let you guys see what I'm looking at. So I am sitting right at the airport. I think this works, right? Put it around. Here we go. Got a big United 777, and then we have American Airlines, smaller plane. I don't know what that one is. I'm really bad with planes. I don't know. The only reason I know that's a 777 is because it says it at the bottom there, and way down here somewhere, right? Where's my finger? There it is. Oh, right down there. It says 777. So, yeah. Beautiful view, though. I don't know if you guys can see down here. I got some time lapse going. That's the Osmo Action, and that is the Osmo Pocket. I have both those cameras, and I've been using them. I was using them today or not today. I was using them this trip. Now, let me tell you about the trip too. I didn't really talk about this, and the trip was it was a great trip, but we didn't do much. And I guess it's good that I believe this is my fourth trip to Kauai, fourth or fifth, and so it doesn't really we've already done all the excursions that we wanted to do. I don't get crazy into like the water sports and all that kind of stuff. I don't do scuba diving or anything like that. Mainly, we just kind of, there are a lot of places on the island of Kauai that you can visit that's free. Like you can go Waimea Canyon. We tried Waimea Canyon. It was raining the whole time that we were here. The best day was today. When I was leaving, that was the best day as far as clear skies. And the rest of the week, it just rained every day. And it wasn't one of those things where it just rained like sometimes you go there, it rains like an hour or two, and then it's clear skies the rest of the day. It rained all day, and there's clouds covering the skies the whole time. I set up, and if you guys don't know, I like to do a lot of photography, and I wanted to do that, and so I did a group. I went with a photography group the last time I was here. Not the last time. I'm sorry. My second trip, or was it my first trip? Yeah, my first trip actually. I did a photography tour, and the main reason I wanted to do that is I just wanted to learn. I wanted to learn the lay of the land. Like I wanted to define all the different little hidden spots and stuff like that. So it's good for that because they'll take you to maybe they'll take you like to 6 or 7 different spots, and then I could come back and take pictures of those same spots at sunset. That was my whole plan. And so I did that. Now I set up another one because I wanted to go again, but
Kahului
it rained every
Airport
day,
is a smoke-free environment.
so
Mahalo
I
for
wasn't
your
able to do it.
compliance.
I mean, every day, like they canceled the first day, and then they were going to set up they canceled Wednesday, then they were going to set it up for Thursday, and they said, you know what, it doesn't look good Thursday, so we'll set it up for Friday. So they set it up for Friday, and then I looked at the weather. It was already raining. I looked at the weather report kind of thing, and it was going to be raining all day. And so I called them this time saying, hey, are we still on? And they said, yeah, you know what, we can do it, but it is raining, and there's some spots that we want to take you to. It might be muddy and all that. So I was like, yeah, you know what, it's not worth it. So I didn't do that. But yeah, it rained the whole time. So moral of the story, we didn't do much. We went to a luau. Fortunately, it didn't rain for that time. It rained a little bit while we were at the luau, but we're not indoors, but we had something covering us, so we were fine. But yeah, it was just a different trip this time. And even now, if you look at this is I'm in Maui right now. Let me show you this, guys. So you can see these clouds, and I love clouds like this for photography. It's perfect. But those clouds, those are rain clouds right there. You can see them out there. So it will be raining here shortly because those clouds are coming right our direction. So yeah, that's pretty much the way it was the whole time, which is unfortunate. But hey, and it's funny. People were joking. I'm trying to find my little kickstand here. People were joking with us, the locals, just about the rain. Like, you're probably really hating it right now. Which for me, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like I said, I've been here so many times that it wasn't that crazy because I didn't miss anything. Like, I was content with just relaxing and doing some of the little things. Like, we did try to go to Waimea Canyon, which is a nice spot. If you ever go to Kauai, you want to go to Waimea Canyon. It's like they call it the Grand Canyon of the Pacific or something like that. Really nice. It's just an overlook, basically. You go up to the very top and you can look out and you can just see this canyon, all these different colors, and it's a beautiful place. So drove all the way up there. It's about an hour and a half to get up there, and halfway up it started raining, and it just got worse and worse and worse. So I still wanted to drive all the way to the top, just hoping that we'd be over the clouds and be able, so it wouldn't be raining. But no, it was raining the whole way up there. And once we got up there, it was raining. So it was just one of those drive up, go to the restroom. They have it's a national park, or I think it's a national park, or maybe it's a state park. Anyway, drove up there, used the restroom, and then drove right back down. That's how bad it was. If you guys are in here right now, please hit the like button so we can get more people in. Like I said, I didn't promote this, so I definitely I'm hoping that YouTube will put this out so people can see that I'm on. And then as you come in, just let me know you're here by saying what's up. So I can give you a shout out. Ian, what's going on, buddy? Just got my Sapphire Reserve and love it. I travel to Seattle to New York every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks for work. Easy points. Wow, that's good. Yeah, and so you want to get that priority pass. You have to. I mean, you have it with the card, but you still need to apply for it, or not really apply, but you need to. I can't even remember how you do it, but you just check the box. I have it. I have the priority pass, but I can't remember how I did it. Just sign up for it, basically. So you have to sign up for it, so they'll send it to you.
In the interest of passenger safety,
and
please do not leave your baggage
what's going on,
unattended
Ricardo?
at any time.
What's going on, buddy?
If you see any suspicious activity, please report it immediately to the nearest airport or law enforcement representative.
You want to get that priority pass, and I don't know where you live, Ian, but if you live anywhere near, check your.
Aloha. For
It's just gonna
customers
keep
on
going and
United
going and
Flight
going.
number
Until
1281
they finish.
from the 29th of June, the aircraft is fixed. It will be being towed into gate 27. We just still need to have it cleaned and inspected, and once they're done, we will go ahead and commence boarding.
I'm just gonna wait for them to
So I
finish.
don't know how long that will be.
I don't know how loud that is. You guys probably.
So. Mahalo.
Okay, so yeah, with the priority pass, I don't know where you live, Ian, but check your airports, because if you can find the restaurants, that's what you want. If you can get a restaurant credit. Okay, so you live in Seattle, and you work for Amazon. Cool. So the restaurant credit, that's what you want. If you can get some of those. I did it for the first time. I put the video out a couple of weeks, or was it last week or so? Check that video out if you're interested, but definitely use those restaurant credits. That's the best thing that you can do when it comes to priority pass. The lounges are okay, just okay. And for example, I'm at the Maui airport right now. There are no lounges at Maui airport. So there are no lounges for priority pass. I could not find a United lounge, and I guess I need to ask someone to see, but this is a very small airport. So you might not always be able to find a lounge, but if you can find a priority pass restaurant, go with those, because those are real good perks. And then go to the lounge after that and hang out. Yeah. So I don't even know. I can't remember where I was with what we were talking about. Questions. Put them out there, guys. Anything. Just let me know. Let's see. Are you twice using cards? Let's see. So Angel said. So that means you can't. ever twice using the card because the clock resets every 2 hours. You hit up the restaurants and then wait 2 hours and then go. So what clock are we talking about here? And you know the Priority Pass resets every 2 hours, right? Yeah, I did not know that. This is Angel saying this. And you know, I did put a video out last week too, just talking about that whole thing. When it comes to, they don't, when you do use that restaurant credit, they don't check like your boarding pass or anything. So they don't, I could fly home right now and PF Chang's is not going to be open at 5 in the morning, but I could go to PF Chang's after I get home and just to get a bite to eat if I wanted to do that, if they were open, like if I got at a reasonable time. So the fact that you can do that, I think is amazing. Now you're saying it resets every 2 hours, and that's cool. If it does, I mean, that's the same thing. You could theoretically you could go and eat. Like I have a 5-hour layover. If I was at an airport that had two different restaurants, I could go in, eat, then wait a couple of hours right before my flight, and then go eat again, or go in there. And the PF Chang's, they weren't doing takeout, so you had to sit down, which is fine. I mean, the workaround with that is go in there, sit down, get an appetizer, and then get an actual meal, and that's unfortunately that's going to be about $30. The PF Chang's is pretty expensive, so you can do that. And actually, I got two entrees for $36. But you can do that and then pack up one of the entrees and take it on the plane with you for your flight. So yeah, that's a huge benefit there. All right, and guys, I'm just getting used to this whole. You guys know, like I don't use this program. This is just the regular live with YouTube. I usually use a different program when I go live at home. So there are a lot of things on here that I don't have any idea what I'm doing with. So, and one of the things, you have to touch the screen in order to pull the questions back up, which I didn't know about. But that's cool. Where did you find that out about, Angel? The 2-hour thing, because I hadn't heard of that before. Let's see. Yeah, I'd like to know about that, or at least a little bit more about it. And if there's anywhere that you found it, just let me know, because I can put that out to everyone, so everyone will know that. Like I can do a video on it, because I think that's good to know if you do have Priority Pass. So yeah, so I'm just going to be sitting here until my plane comes back, or till my plane comes back, till my plane comes in. Just looking at these clouds, I'm telling you, it's going to start raining probably in the next 20 minutes. So. Ooh, looks like one of my time lapses is done. All right. So it looks like we have 11 people in here. Let me know who, if you guys are in here and you haven't said anything, let me know who you are just by saying hello, or give the video, or just give me a little thumbs up signal or something, just so I can see who's here. One of the big things that I like about Nika, what's going on? One of the big things that I like about you saying hello or something is I get to see who's on here. And this goes to, so like if I see you, if you ask me a comment, I say, oh yeah, I remember this person. And I reply to all the comments, okay? So, and I look at all the comments as well. So if I'm familiar with you, I'm gonna try to respond as soon as possible. So it does help if you just say, what's up? What's going on, Brian? Chicago. Cool, buddy. So yeah, just let me know who you are. Now, I am going to be doing, let's see, we'll be back on next Saturday for sure. I'm going to do travel credit cards, so I'll promote that as soon as that happens. But tomorrow night I'll be on as well. So if you guys want to stop by tomorrow night, that'll be cool. Daniel, what's going on, buddy? If you guys have anything you want me to talk about right now, just let me know. I am sitting in Maui right now at the Maui airport, just waiting for my next flight, which is about 4 hours away. So I'm going to be here for a while. So no lounge to go to today, so I'm just here, sitting in the regular terminal. I know. I know. But it's nice, though. It's actually quiet. There's like nobody around. Let me show you guys what's going on here. Whoa, we're losing that. Okay, so I'm sitting up against this wall. There's nobody here. There's really nobody over there either. This airplane's been sitting there for a while, and there's nobody there. So I don't know if that plane's out of commission or what, but it's been sitting there. The United plane, that one just came in a little bit ago. So there was a person, and I just overheard them. I overheard them talking. They said they've been here for 24 hours. So I don't know what that was all about. They're flying on United too, and they're flying on the same. Well, no. Are they flying on the same flight? I believe they're flying on the same flight as me. So whatever happened yesterday, there was probably a flight that was canceled or something. So yeah, stuff happens. I hope it doesn't happen today. I really don't feel like dealing with it, but yeah. No, I'm not delayed, Nika. I booked it this way. Unfortunately, I had to because I wanted to fly today. Well, actually, I wanted to fly yesterday, but I couldn't. The points just didn't work out for me. It was like 50,000 points they wanted for an economy flight, so I wasn't going to do that. So that's why I stayed an extra day. I'm glad I did because I got that little upgrade, and I finally was able to get out and take some pictures of the sunset. There was no sunsets prior to that. It was all rain every day. So that worked out. And then today, when I booked this, or when I originally booked it, I was thinking, I'll just hang out in the lounge. There's no big deal. 4 hours, 5 hours, hang out in the lounge. And I've done it before. I did 8 hours in China in the lounge, believe it or not. And it was bad. I mean, it was. I won't say it was bad. It was long. Let's just put it that way. But I had a lot of time to do stuff, so it worked out. And I was in the lounge, so I had the little food there that you can eat. And in some of the lounges in China, they have like a pretty good spread. Like I think it was Air China, their lounge there, they had a full spread of food, like buffet style, and it was good. Yeah, it was good. It just wasn't, the funny thing is, it wasn't as, like, didn't have, the flavors weren't the same, like, oh God. It's bad for me to say, like, the Chinese food that we eat in the U.S. And I'm not talking about Panda Express. I am talking about, like you go, I live in Los Angeles, so you can go to Chinatown. You can go to some places that are pretty, they have
at all times.
authentic, well, what I thought was authentic Chinese food. But
as you board your plane.
the food that I had in China, it wasn't very flavorful. It was kind of bland, actually. So, but they had a full-on spread, so that was good. So I was able to eat that and then just relax. I went to a couple of different lounges there, but that was at 8 hours. Today, it's not as bad. I mean, 4 hours or 5 hours, I think. So I'm good. Now, if my flight gets delayed, that's going to be a whole nother story. So let's hope that doesn't happen. I don't have to be back to work until Tuesday, so I guess I could stay an extra day. So worst case scenario, they put me up in a hotel and I have to stay an extra day, and that wouldn't be the end of the world. One of my buddies is actually a YouTuber. He was really upset with American Airlines. He's going to do a video about it, so
is a smoke-free environment.
I don't want to.
Mahalo for your compliance.
I don't want to kill that video, but not kill the video, but I'll let him explain everything. But let's just say he was flying on American Airlines, and he had some real big issues with them. And I've had issues with them in the past. And you guys know how I feel about American Airlines. I wanted to like them. I gave them the first shot. Like when I started traveling, that was the first. I got the credit card. I was all set with American Airlines. But they just didn't. Their customer service it just made me so mad. And he was going through some similar stuff. And so he's chatting. I was chatting with him back and forth and just telling him, yeah, you know what? This happens with American Airlines. You know what? I won't just say American Airlines, but it seems like it does happen. It seems like when people are very upset, they're usually upset with American Airlines because of something that they did for whatever reason. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, yeah, that was a whole thing. One thing I want to talk about, though, what do you guys think about Citi? The whole Citi thank you points program, the credit cards like the City Prestige, the City Premier, the City Advantage card. They're getting rid of their travel insurance. What do you guys think about that? So let me know. Let me know right now. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If you have anything further, I've been out here the whole time, so I did put out a video. I put out a couple videos about it, I've been out here, so I haven't really. When I'm at home, I do a lot more research, and I'm able to go on the blogs and spend time reading that stuff. But I wasn't. I didn't say I was. I'm on vacation, so I'm trying to do other things. But yeah, what do you guys think about it? Let me know if you guys are. Obviously, you guys are. Most people will probably be upset, especially if you have City already, because they are pretty much just gutting the whole program when it comes to travel. Like, and one thing I don't understand is like people are saying, well, you know, they're focused on the points, and that's what most people, and like even City themselves are saying that that's what most people are focused on. Like, they want to earn the points and all that. And, well, I'm going to tell you what. If I'm looking at two cards, and one card is giving me like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, let's put them head to head. Chase Sapphire Reserve against the City Prestige card. So both, well, City Prestige now is $495 annual fee. The Chase Sapphire Reserve is $450, and I'm looking at both cards. Even though I'm getting 3 points for every dollar spent for travel with the City or with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, if I look at that City Prestige card, and it has some good benefits. I like that fortnight free. I like the fact that they kept it. The only thing is now it's going to be only 2 nights or 2 times that you can use it. But that's still good. And that's something unique that no other card offers at this point. But the fact that the whole travel partners, or not travel partner, I'm sorry, the travel insurance is not there, I'm not going to use that card to book a flight. It doesn't make sense, because if I use that card to book a flight and I lose my bags or I have a flight delay, canceled, what have you, now I'm going to be in a situation where I'm cursing myself because I didn't use another card that would give me some benefits when it comes to losing your luggage and things like that. So yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys think. So just let me know down below. Let's see, Nika, I don't have City, but I guess I won't get one. Yeah, and that's a thing. Like, people who are on the fence or people who were thinking about, oh, you know what, maybe I'll get a City card. Now they're not going to get them. Like,
In the interest of passenger
just
safety,
don't see.
please do not leave your baggage unattended at any time. If you see any suspicious activity, please report it
You guys know how it is at the
immediately to
airport.
the nearest airport
They're
or
going to
law
come through this
enforcement
every like 5
representative.
minutes. I just don't see the benefit of getting one of those cards at this time. Now I'm hoping, and I said this in my video, I'm hoping that they come back with a City Prestige, just one card. City Prestige, make it, you know, bring the travel insurance back. And someone posted in the comments, I don't know about this, but someone posted in the comments that they think that it's MasterCard who's pulling back on all this stuff, and it has nothing to do with City. Because they're MasterCard, that's why they're pulling back on the travel insurance. So I don't know how true that is. Like I said, I haven't been home, so I haven't been able to really do more research on it. But that could be the case, and if that is the case, then I guess I understand. They don't really have any recourse. I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I'm just saying I would not use that card. And I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I don't have a lot of that stuff. The evacuation insurance, that's something that you really want, right? So the travel insurance, where if you're in a place where there's civil unrest or you get injured, they have evacuation insurance. With Chase Sapphire Reserve, you have it. It's up to $100,000. The American Express has it. The American Express Platinum has it. I think theirs is like $250,000 or something like that. So theirs is even more. So yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why they would do it. The only thing I can think of is, like that person was saying in the comments, it's MasterCard that's doing this. Let's see, Brian says, big mistake, City. Just hope Chase doesn't follow suit. I don't think either Chase or American Express would follow suit with that, or follow with that, like follow or do that as well. It would be suicide. It would be suicide for all of them, I think, if they did that. Now, I guess if they all pulled back, then what do we do? Then that's when I really look more for like the travel insurance, because you can get travel insurance without having credit cards. It costs, I think, like if you're traveling, like $45. Usually, when you book your ticket, your airplane ticket, they'll ask you on there, do you want to get travel insurance, and you can pay additional money. So if you do get that travel insurance, it's going to cover more medical. I will be getting travel insurance when I travel to other countries now, because I have insurance in the U.S., but it's not gonna cover me in some countries. So in most countries actually. So I will pay that extra $45 and get travel insurance, and that does include bags. That includes everything that the credit cards include, but it includes even more. So like medical, Chase Sapphire Reserve will give you.
The current local time is now 5:30 p.m.
Okay, so it covers, like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, for example, they give you medical insurance, but they don't give you medical insurance, but they will cover an accident up to $2,500. So that's good. If you break an arm, break a leg, something like that, at least you have that money. But if it's something worse than that, then you're going to want to have some legitimate insurance to take care of you, because if you're in another country, they could care less. Like, I shouldn't say they could care less. They want the money, and they want the money up front. So they're not going to say, oh, well, yeah, you can do it in payments. No, because what are you going to do? You're going to fly back to the U.S. and you're not going to ever pay them. So they want that money up front. So you could be out of a lot of money. So it's very important to get insurance if you're traveling. So I guess that's kind of a workaround. I mean, you should get it anyway, but I just think Citi getting rid of the little benefits that they were offering, it just doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Braveheart. What's going on, Braveheart? Just when I was thinking to apply for the Prestige. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Let's see. I believe you missed my question. If you look at the chat box, my question is the first one. Let's see, James, what did you ask? Let's see. Good to see you. When will you be visiting Colombia again, and what cities there? I'm planning to visit Colombia after listening to you bragging about the country. Okay, so sorry about that. I didn't see that question, James. I will be going back to Colombia in October, and I will be visiting Medellin. I'm probably going to do 10 days, so 10-day trip. So I'll probably be doing 5 days in Medellin and then 5 days in Cali. I have a friend that lives out in Cali, so I'm going to be hanging out with him. He's going to show me around. And then in Medellin, I'm meeting up with a couple of guys from, we have a WhatsApp group. So I'm meeting up with there's a Colombia WhatsApp group that I'm involved in. So I'll be hanging out with them there. And yeah, so that's my plans. It's a beautiful country though, man. So James, if you have questions or anything about it, let me know when you're going to. But if you have questions about it, just hit me up about it and I can help you out. Let's see. Nika. No, I actually might get one because I need a MasterCard. Okay, all right, Nika, you have fun with that card. Yeah, I just don't see myself getting. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't really considering getting the Prestige card anyways. That's the only card that I would get if they still had the travel insurance. That was one of the cards that I would look at getting. But now, yeah, it's not even worth it. Ebony Love, let's see. Hello, I am in the process of trying to cancel a trip from Dominican Republic. What are your thoughts on their issues? Okay, so when it comes to DR, now I've never been there, so I do want to go. I do want to go to DR, and I think right now it's just, I don't know. It's a crazy thing. I don't know what's going on as far as why people are dying. I think what really kind of triggered all of this, the media and everything really jumping on board when it comes to people dying there is when the couple died. So you have two people that died of a mysterious illness or with the cardiac arrest, I think they said, or whatever it was. that raised flags because two people don't just die, from the same thing. So that's what I think really got a lot of people talking. And then you had some other people dying too, and then you had a lady come out, so she was beaten and all that. I mean, this type of stuff happens in countries. Like, it happens everywhere, right? It just, some of it catches the news, some of it doesn't. But I think that couple is what really kind of got people talking about it. Now, do I think the Dominican Republic is safe? Now, not knowing anything else, like I've never been there before, would I still go there? Yeah, I would. I would. I think it's kind of, and this is unfortunate, I'm getting ready to get on a plane now, but usually when something tragic happens, unfortunately, that's when companies start saying, oh, we really need to buckle down and make sure we don't become, we don't get in the news for something like this. So I think it's probably safer now to go to the Dominican Republic than it was, let's say, the beginning of the year. So that's kind of how I see that. But yeah, I would still go there. The DR is, it's never been on the top of my list. Like, I really like Colombia, and I've had some friends that have gone to the DR, and from what I'm hearing, it's similar, but there are a lot of things the DR has that don't really, I don't want to say a lot of things. There's some things that I don't really want to deal with, and I just hear there are a lot of scams and stuff going on in the DR. So I would want to avoid those, obviously. But I just hear it gets really crazy out there with that kind of stuff. So like tourists, you getting, all these gringo prices and all that stuff. So we'll see. The DR would probably be only a couple of days. Just, let's say I'm going somewhere else, I'll go hang out there a couple of days just to say that I've been there, and then move on. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Let's see. And Braveheart saying, "Don't do it, Nika." And so, Ebony, you're canceling your. Are you able to cancel that DR trip? Like, did you have any issues with that? Yeah, just let me know if you had any issues. Let's see. I was wondering when you will be flying to Colombia again. That's the best. Wait. And what's the best city to visit there? As I want to visit Colombia after listening. Okay, I think I answered some of it, but I didn't say the best cities. So James, first time. If it's your first time going to Colombia, I would recommend going to Medellin. Medellin's probably the okay, so you have Bogota, you have Medellin, and you have Cartagena. Those are probably the top three. Now, I would go to Medellin. I personally like Medellin the best. The weather's nice year-round. They will have rainy season, but rainy season, even when it's raining, it'll rain for a little bit, and then you'll have clear skies, and the weather is like 75 to 80 degrees year-round, so it's nice. And Medellin is very, very modern, so they're going to have everything. Malls and like everything is modern. Restaurants are, nice restaurants.
Honolulu Airport is a smoke-free environment. Mahalo for your compliance.
You have beautiful women there. I mean, just everywhere. Everywhere you go, you'll see that. Medellin is known. Well, I won't say that. Yeah, it's funny because like Medellin, they'll say, oh, they're known for the beautiful women, and then you go to Cartagena, they're known for their beautiful women. Barranquilla, they're known for their beautiful. Everywhere you go, Colombia, they say the same thing. But Medellin, yeah, there's a large. The funny thing about women in Colombia is, I don't know, as opposed to like just being in the U.S., I think it's just when like you're out. Let's say I go to a mall. When I go to a mall and I'm walking around, you're going to see just beautiful women everywhere, just walking around. Whereas, I don't know, when I'm in the U.S., there are beautiful women in the U.S., obviously, but I think they're scattered, I don't know, they're scattered out more, if that makes sense. So it's just like everywhere. Maybe it's because you're kind of you're in another country, so maybe you're paying attention more. Whereas I'm in the U.S., I don't pay attention as much. I guess I don't know, but yeah. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't even know how I went on that. But anyway, yeah, Medellin definitely. Cartagena is another nice spot that you want to go to because they have the beaches there. So if I were you and I was going to do like a 10-day trip, I would do 5 and 5. So I'd do 5 days in Medellin, and then I'd fly over to Cartagena and spend at least 5 days there, and then go to one of the islands in Cartagena. So you're going to go to Cartagena, and they have these island tours, and usually it's a day tour. Take one of those island tours. Playa Blanca. I can't remember, but White Sand Beach. You want to go there, so you take that island tour, and that should be fun. You should have a good time doing that. And then in Cartagena, you have some real historic buildings, so you can go there. The walled city, you can go hang out at the walled city. So there are a lot of different things there in Cartagena that you can do as well. But yeah, definitely Medellin and Cartagena. Bogota is the capital of Colombia. I only spent 2 days in Bogota, and I didn't like it, but I only spent 2 days there, so I didn't really give it a chance. And this is my first trip to Colombia. We were there. It just seemed so big, like it seemed like New York City or LA. It just seemed like people weren't as friendly. People are very friendly in Medellin, but people weren't as friendly in Colombia. More people were kind of more business minded. Bogota is the capital, so you have the government buildings, you have all that. You have a lot of people that are they're more focused on business, getting to and from all that kind of stuff. So they don't really have time to stop and talk. That's kind of the feeling that I got. Yeah, but let me know, James, where you're going and all that, or where you plan, or where you set your plans. But I would definitely do Medellin and Cartagena. Those are probably the two best. Now, Cartagena, just be aware, Cartagena is pretty hot, so that's kind of year round too. So just be aware of that. Hot and humid. If you've been to Florida, it's very similar to that. So just preparing you for that. Okay. And Nika's saying, laugh out loud, just need some extra points. And I'm over 524. And I have all Amex that I want. Okay, so you're just looking for some extra cards. Maybe look at some of the airline branded cards, though. But you fly free. Never mind.
In the interest of
Yeah,
passenger
maybe.
safety,
I guess
please do
that's
not
probably
leave
your
your
only
baggage
option.
unattended at any time.
Or
If you see any suspicious activity, please report it immediately to the nearest airport or law enforcement representative.
yeah, you can, Nika, you could also look at like if you wanted to start getting some of the business cards, maybe look at some of those. Well, that you wouldn't be able to get Chase, but maybe some American Express ones. Let's see. Nika City has Avianca as a travel partner. They had flights for only 3,000 points. The flight within Peru, Lima, Cusco. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, they do partner with Avianca. Let's see. And Nika just said her mom just got back from the DR. How was her trip? How was it? Let us know how she felt about it. I'm going to Peru this coming weekend. Oh, cool. Are you going to do the Machu Picchu? I want to go to Peru as well. I just keep kind of putting it off, but I definitely want to go out there. Let's see. And Ebony's saying that she's still trying to cancel her. Ebony, did you book it with like a travel agent, or did you book it using points, or what? And it might be pretty hard. I know a lot of people are probably trying to cancel stuff right now with in the DR, or a lot of people traveling to the DR are probably trying to cancel stuff. So I would imagine they might start not allowing people to do it. That would be sad, but that probably is what's going to start happening. All right. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Let's see here. My mom has a good time at DR, no problems. Was there at the same time? A couple died. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I would go. I would go to the DR. I would still go. I think, like I said, I think they're really going to tighten up on things. And I hear that the whole thing with the alcohol. Like I said, I haven't been able to really kind of get up on the news. Usually, I'm paying attention more to that stuff when I'm at home. But when I start traveling, I want to just do other things and kind of get away from all that. So I haven't been reading the news, but I do know that they were talking about alcohol. There could be some problems with the alcohol where they were like cheap alcohol or stuff like that. So, yeah, that could have been an issue. Wow. I cannot believe how quiet this airport is. There's just nobody. I was concerned. I'm like, oh man, I want to do a live stream, but I don't want to be doing it in front of a bunch of people. But this is actually perfect. There's like nobody here. It's crazy. And I'm probably going to go eat in a little bit. Just go to the little restaurant and spend $30 for a meal. Yeah. I need to, anything else, guys? Any other questions? And if you guys are here, I'm going to be here a little while longer. So if you guys are here, just hit the like button if you haven't done so we can bring some more people in. And let's see what else we have. Yes, Braveheart, like, share, please do that. Yeah, share with your friends. I really want to like get a community going with the Travel Explore Click, the travel credit cards, affordable travel, and everything. So share it with your friends. And if you have people who are kind of, if you, it might be you where you just start getting these travel credit cards, or you've liked to travel to South America or something like that, or you have friends that are interested in traveling to South America or interested in getting travel credit cards, then share the channel with them. Let them know, hey, this guy comes on, does live streams. You have questions, you can ask him. I always try to share my experiences as far as how many points it takes for me to do this and do that, just so you kind of get an idea. I liked back in the day when I started learning the whole travel points and everything. The points guy, I was looking at his vlog like all the time, and the only thing that I didn't like, he started doing some videos and then he stopped, but he was doing some pretty good videos where it was kind of a vlog, but he was talking about how many points he used to do all the stuff that he was doing. So it was kind of it was a vlog. Let's say he goes to a restaurant, right? He's at the restaurant, they're eating, they're doing all that. He's showing the food and all that. And then he would show, okay, yeah, I'm using this card because this card gets me 3 times points on restaurants and that kind of stuff. And so he would do that throughout. Like, I've stayed at this hotel, this is how many points I used, and these points, and I'm using this card because it gets me 9 times points with World of Hyatt or whatever. I'm just giving examples. But so I liked how he did that, but then he stopped doing those videos for whatever reason. And I guess they wanted to focus more on the blog that he was doing and less on the actual YouTube channel. So anyway, I like to share my experiences, so I will talk a lot about how many points I use to do things that I do. So if you guys are interested in that, you have friends that are interested, definitely turn them on to the channel. I really want my goal. I'm at 5,600 subscribers right now. My goal is to hit 10,000 by the end of the year, so by December. So I have a lot of work to do. I got to double the amount of subscribers that I have right now. So I'm really, really going to focus on that. That's why I'm bringing in more collabs where I'm going to be working with other people, talking people from around the world, other YouTubers. I'll be going to VidCon. I don't know if you guys have ever heard VidCon, but I will be going to VidCon wow, it's actually in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks I'll be going there. I'm not really going anywhere because it's not right around the corner, but it's near where I live already. It's in Anaheim. And so I'll be going to that. So what VidCon is basically a video. It's mainly YouTube for YouTubers, but it's, you have other video platforms out there. Instagram has their video platform.
This is the final boarding call for flight number 385 with service to Honolulu. All ticket and confirmed passengers should be at gate 21 for an on-time departure. Once again, final boarding call for flight number 385 with service to Honolulu. All ticket ticketed and confirmed passengers should be here at gate 21 for an on-time departure. Doors will be closing in 2 minutes. Mahalo.
Okay, mahalo. All right, so yeah, so VidCon basically is a conference for YouTubers. And I say YouTubers, but like I said, there are other platforms, but now really it's YouTube. You had the other stuff like Periscope, and you still have those, I guess, but Periscope and Instagram, and they were, you know, they have their video side, but YouTube really dominates everything. And then you have, what, Twitch and all that. So anyway, it's good because, and I've gone it once before. I went probably 3 years ago when I first started getting serious about YouTube. And it's good because you can meet different people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. And that's a good place for you to meet them and then start doing collaborations and then just learn how to do YouTube. Because honestly, it's not as easy as you think. It really isn't. There are a lot of different things that go into making a video. The easiest thing to do is a live stream, but live streams are a little hectic too, especially when you're dealing with like travel credit cards and stuff like that, the stuff that I do, because you want to know a little bit about it and you might not know anything about it. And so it's kind of that whole fear thing. People ask you a question, you don't know how to answer it and stuff like that. And I've just gotten to the point now, if I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell you I don't know the answer. And there are a lot of cards that I don't know about, that I don't use. And I'll tell you that I don't use them. I don't know anything about them. I'll do some more research and then I'll come back. And if there are enough people asking that same question, I'll do a video about that because I think it's important. But anyway, yeah. So I'll be doing VidCon. So the goal is I want to get to 10,000 subscribers by December. So I'm going to be really working on that. So if you guys have pointers on things that I can do, video ideas, things like that, let me know because I definitely want to do that. But the main reason I'm saying this, share this with your friends. Tell them to subscribe to the channel so we can keep this going. Let's see. Who's too mainstream now? Who are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about the points guy. Yeah. Maybe that is it. He doesn't have time for YouTube. He's got his blog and he got him on these different TV programs. And yeah, I've seen him on a few different, being interviewed on a few different TV programs. Yeah, that might be true. But, you do have YouTubers. You have YouTubers out there that are, I mean, Ask Sebi, Credit Shifu. So you have those guys that are strictly, well, I won't say strictly, but mainly YouTubers that are doing the same thing, and they're actually doing really well when it comes to subscribers and everything. But yeah, I want to really build the channel, so I'm just focusing on that. And so I keep looking off because I see all these different planes. Look at this weird looking plane. This is one of those planes I'd never get on. That little thing there. Yeah, I guess I would have to get on it though if they said, okay, board your plane. That's it. What am I going to do? Yeah. So I don't know where that plane goes, but I hope that's not the one that's going to be picking me. Well, it can't be. That plane can't fly to Los Angeles. So anyway, yeah. So moral of the story, share with your friends. Share with your friends. And turn them on to credit cards if they can handle it. Now, not everyone can handle credit cards, and that's
Airport is a smoke-free environment. Mahalo for your compliance.
That's unfortunate, but not everyone can handle. Now, if you know you have a friend or family member and they just can't handle credit cards and they're already in debt a lot of money, then yeah, you shouldn't be turning them on to credit cards. One thing you should do to anyone who's interested, talk to them about, hey, if you're in debt already, don't get a credit card because you've already shown a pattern that you're not able to handle credit cards. So maybe you shouldn't get one. But if they're pretty responsible and they can handle credit cards, then definitely getting travel credit cards is the right way to do it. And I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but like my mom and dad got a Chase Sapphire Preferred. I got them all excited about getting it, and I just booked. They wanted to stay at the Hyatt Regency the night before they were going to fly out, just so they could stay right by the airport. And so I booked it for them. So on their account, and I'm looking at the balance, and I'm thinking, Mom, why do you have a balance on your card? And this balance wasn't like, that it wasn't. They've had that balance for a while. Let's just put it that way. They weren't paying it off every month like I told them. Oh, we're gonna pay it. We're gonna pay it. I'm like, you need to pay this off every month. You're wasting money. Like you should not. So I had to get on them about it. I said, make this your priority. Get this paid off, and then start working on some of the other stuff. But yeah. So if you know you have friends that they don't pay their bills on time and all that, then yeah, don't. It's not even worth it to get them more and more in debt to get points. But if you do have friends that are interested and they are good with money, then definitely you should turn them on to it and turn them on to my channel if you can. Okay, questions? Any other things? Any other questions? Okay, wait. I missed something here. Let's see. It's hard to convince people about credit cards. My friend is getting married in October, and he spent $3,000 on his wedding, and I'm trying to convince him to put it on credit cards. Well, I don't know about 30,000. If he's paying it up front, if he's got that 30,000 cash, then yeah, I guess using a credit card would be good. That's a lot of points. But if he's paying it over time, then I wouldn't pay it with a credit card. But yeah, that's a honeymoon. I think you talked about this before, Nika, where that's his honeymoon right there. Yeah, to get a free honeymoon, but he's not convinced at all. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm telling you, when I got turned on to it and I started using credit cards, I was amazed the fact that I can use these points and fly for free and fly like at a moment's notice. Like I can just set it up. Like I was just talking about VidCon. Even though VidCon is close to where I live, I'm still going to stay in the hotel. I'm going to stay at the Hyatt, I believe the Hyatt Place. I actually need to check. I haven't even booked it yet, so hopefully I can book it. I already looked at the points. I think it's like 12,000 points a night. But I want to stay there near property because the last time I was, well, first off, let me just explain this. It's at the convention center, the Anaheim Convention Center. Parking there, I want to say parking's like $19. So every time, if I were just to commute, drive there and go, it's going to cost me $19 just for parking. And so I'd rather just use points and let's say stay 2 nights. I don't have to stay. It's only, I think VidCon is 4 nights, 3 or 4 nights. So I could stay there 2 nights.
In the interest
use
of
points,
passenger safety, please do not leave your
I don't
baggage
have to-
unattended at any time. If you see any suspicious activity,
All right, let's go.
please report it immediately to the nearest airport or law enforcement representative.
I don't have to spend points. I mean, I don't have to spend that $19 just to go there. And then I'll have a place where I can, because the whole convention itself, they have learning like panels. So they'll have people there and you can, go to all these different panels. And as a creator, you can go and sit in on all these different panels and just hear kind of how people do things when it comes to making their videos and all that. And then they have a convention hall where you can go, like an expo where you can go and check out all the equipment. But it's an all-day thing. So it would be nice to go and then you can go back to your hotel room, relax a little bit, and then come back out and go hang out at the convention on the convention floor, and then go back and then go to a class that you want. So you can go back and forth. Whereas if you drive out there, it's no in and out. So you can't, once you park, $19 you spend, you can't leave. And if you leave, then you're going to have to pay for another parking ticket. So, not parking ticket, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's see. My family are too hard-headed to understand reward cards. They get scared of the $95 annual fee. Yeah, that's another thing. That's Julio saying that. That's weird because, I mean, it's not weird. That's actually very common. And I was the same way before. I'm like, that was my first question. Oh, travel credit card? Does it have an annual fee? I don't want to pay an annual fee. Like, I don't want to have to pay anything. But then not realizing that you might pay a $95 annual fee, but then you're getting a free night. Or you might pay a $95 annual fee, but you're getting a sign-up bonus, and then every year you're getting something that's valued more than $95. So, yeah, that was me. I was that way, and people don't realize it until they get one, and then they start reaping the benefits, and then they're like, wow. And I have friends right now, I have coworkers right now that look at me and they're thinking, you have another job that we don't know about. How are you traveling all this? How are you doing all this traveling? How are you affording to do it? Because people know how expensive travel is. I tell them I'm using travel credit cards. That's it. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. All I do is use the travel credit cards, and then I spend a little extra money that I need, the fees and the taxes and fees and all that. That's all I do, and it works. Let's see. Julio mine too. Nico laugh out loud. He's been saving up and paying cash. Oh wow, yeah. So Nico saying, yeah, that's, and it hurts me now. It actually hurts me.
The current local time is now 6:00 p.m.
All right, 2 hours before my flight. Yeah, that's crazy because it hurts me now when I pay cash, or when I'm using my debit card, or it hurts because I know, oh man, I could use my credit card and I could be getting all these points right now, on top of getting insurance on some of the stuff that you're purchasing, anything. And for me, like, I buy a lot of electronics, and now it's just, that is the best thing that could ever happen, or could have ever happened. As far it just, I was able to use it right now. Actually, when I get home, I have to go pick up my computer. I broke my computer. I bought a computer. I had the computer for 3 months and spent, how much did I pay? It was $900 for the computer. I wanted to get something a little faster than what I had so I can do editing and stuff. So it was a gaming laptop. So went and bought it, all excited, got it home. It was working fine. And I have to admit, I broke it. Like, I just thought it was a little more sturdy than it was. I have a small little 13-inch laptop, and I could carry that 13-inch laptop by the screen. Like, you just pick it up from the top, and I'm walking around with it by the screen. And I tried to do that with this other laptop. It was like a 15-inch, 15.6, whatever, larger laptop. I tried to pick it up like that. I picked it up, and I heard this cracking, and the screen just went blank. So yeah, I broke the screen. And so now, and at that point, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. And then I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do? Like, how much is it going to cost first? And so I looked, it was going to be like, they quoted me, Geek Squad. I didn't go there, and I'm glad I didn't.
While in the terminal area, please keep your boarding pass
Geek
with you
Squad
at
was
all
saying
times.
it was
Please
going
have
to
your boarding
be
pass
like
out and
$300
ready to
to
present
fix.
to the gate agent
And
as you
then,
board your plane.
Then I called, like, there's another service. I can't remember the name of this company, and there's no reason. Like, this guy basically was, I don't know. I didn't get it fixed with him either. I was all set. Like, I was, oh yeah, sure. And these people, like, come to your place and they'll fix it, which is kind of weird in itself. But he would not give me a quote in writing, and I needed a quote in writing so I can send it to send it to the credit card company, because I had the purchase protection. So he would not give me a quote in writing, which is weird. Like, and I'm thinking, that's the way businesses work. And he's trying to explain to me, no, businesses don't work that way. We don't give quotes in writing. And just some guy, like, basically, I don't know if it was like a friend, like he's kind of doing like a franchise thing. And like I said, I can't even remember the name of the company, so it's not even important. But it's like a local company though, out in Orange County, California. And all he does is he's got a little vehicle. He just drives his vehicle over, and then he'll repair your computer. But I was telling him, look, I need this because I need a quote. That's all. He gave me the quote over the phone, but he just wouldn't put it in writing. I'm like, what? You won't put it in writing? I just need it so I can show to my credit card, so they'll reimburse me the cost of it. And he would not give me that in writing. And so, I had a few words, and I'm always very polite, but I just told him, look, that's the way business is done. Like, if, for example, if there's a company, the company, in order to pay for things, they need something, not more than an invoice, because an invoice is at the end of it. They need like a quote. They need to know how much it's going to cost. and you need to put it in writing because you're sending it to your finance department, whatever. You know what I mean? Like if it's a company, that's the way they work. And so that's what I was trying to explain to him. He was like, no, 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 I'm not. What he told me is I'm not going to go through the time of writing up a quote, and basically that's what he said. I'm not going to go through the time to write it up. I'm thinking, okay, well, you just lost business then. I don't know what kind of company you're running out of here. But after talking with him, I realized it was just him, and he's just got a vehicle. That's it. Like I've seen the vehicles riding around before where they'll fix your phone or they'll fix things. So that's pretty much what he was doing. All right, let's see. Anything else? So, Dolly, what's going on? All I know is people are set in their ways, and you can't make someone see the light when they have blinders on. Yeah, yeah, there is some truth. I think people do see the light though once they see you doing it. Like if they see you doing it, and then they'll realize, oh my God, I can't believe this guy's traveling everywhere. How's he affording it? And then you tell them, and then they're like, and it kind of turns on a light. Or if they travel with you, like I have a buddy that started traveling with me a couple years ago, and he's too proud to ask me for advice, so he just kind of did it on his own. But he saw me traveling and like using points, and we were staying at places together. He saw that I was using points and I was able to do it, and we were able to stay at some pretty nice places and get little upgrades and things like that. And so then he's sitting on a plane one day, happened to be the wrong plane on Spirit Airlines, and they're telling him, oh yeah, you can get this credit card and get points and all that. So what does he do? He gets that credit card, the worst credit card he could ever get. But of course he doesn't like, he's too proud to ask me for advice when it comes to that. So he got that credit card, and then he realized that credit card was garbage, and he stopped. He didn't want to fly on Spirit anymore because he had some issues with them with delayed flights, canceled flights, and everything. So he was done with them after like 6 months after getting that card. And so then he gets another card. He gets the Advantage card, the Executive Elite, whatever, the top one, $450 annual fee one, which now is kind of bad because I think that's going to be one of the cards that they're going to cut the travel insurance with. So he's in another bind, and that card is a terrible card to get as far as earning points. So he's just, like I said, he's too proud to ask me, so he just started getting these cards. He got it mainly because it has lounge access. I think it does have priority pass as well as the Admirals Club. So let's see. I've been having trouble with last minute bookings with points. So what's been going on, Nika, with your points? But I'm trying to get some referral points. Let's see. What is it? I might go. I need some inspiration. I've been feeling uninspired. Oh, okay, I see. Hurts me too. Yeah. It does hurt when people are just, using cash when they don't have to. Nika, what you need to do is just tell them, hey, I could take care of it. Or not the whole thing, obviously, the 30,000, but hey, you know what? I'll use my credit card. I'll buy that. Just give me the cash. Get points for yourself for your honeymoon. Haha. Let's see. Looks like Chase Southwest card has 524 rule because I was rejected despite
Honolulu Airport
a
is a
755
smoke-free
credit score.
environment.
Got
Mahalo for your
rejected by
compliance.
Chase Sapphire Reserve. The same reason. Now I'm thinking I'll get the JetBlue card. Amex is too expensive for me. Yeah, JetBlue card, and that's MG Toe saying that. What's going on, buddy? The JetBlue card is good. I like that JetBlue card. That's actually been on my radar as well. I like flying on JetBlue, and I just saw the latest rankings of all of the airlines from just all the airlines. I think it was Skytracker or something like that, and that review. Basically, the best airline, like U.S. branded airline, was JetBlue, and they were at 40th. You had to drop all the way down to 40th. Out of 100, you had to drop down to 40th to get to the best U.S. airline. And then So it was 40th, 41st was Delta, and then United was in the 60s, and American Airlines was like 71st or 70. I think it was 71st or 74th, something like that. So not good for us legacy carriers, in the U.S. We don't really do a good job with the when it comes to just overall customer satisfaction, which is pretty sad. Okay, but yeah, I would definitely MG I definitely look at JetBlue, maybe the Alaska card as well. But yeah, that's unfortunate as far as Chase. They're not working with you because your credit score is definitely high enough. So, and you can easily check like if you get a credit report, you can see how many inquiries you had in the last 24 months. So it's something you might want to consider. I mean, just so you'll know for sure that's the reason. And then you'll know too when it opens up. Like you'll see, okay, well I got a card. It was 22 months ago, so I'll open up a slot at that point, and then maybe you can jump on and get one of those cards that you want at that point. Okay. AMD, what's going on? Good. Got myself the Advantage Platinum Select. That's the card I'm talking about. No, that's not the card I'm talking about. It's been good to me so far. That's cool. The only problem with that card is, and I believe this is the same one. I think the Platinum Select is the one that I had. I have the card still, but I never carry it. It's in my sock drawer. That's the one with 2 points for every dollar spent on travel, which is really terrible for that card. Like, I don't know what American Airlines, the Advantage card was, what they were thinking about when they did that, because it's an airline branded card. So give me the best perks when it comes to that airline. I would think that would make sense. But for whatever reason, you're getting 2 points for every dollar spent. I would use the Chase Sapphire Reserve over that. I would even use the Chase Sapphire Preferred over that, because at least those points I can use them in more places than just with that airline. Okay, 18 billions, 450 damn. Yeah, $450 annual fee. Thinking about getting rid of the Delta Sky Miles. I wouldn't get rid of it. I would downgrade it. If you're talking about like canceling it, don't cancel the card. Try to keep that account open, just because your credit limit, you want to keep that open. You don't want to hurt your credit by canceling the card. So if you're thinking about downgrading it to a card that doesn't have an annual fee, then do that. But don't cancel it if you can. Thoughts on the Chase Freedom Unlimited stacked with the Chase Sapphire Reserve? I think that's a good mix. And if you get the Chase Sapphire or the Freedom Unlimited right now, if you're a new customer, you can get the 3% for that first year. So that's a real good perk. So I would
not leave your baggage unattended.
I would highly recommend getting that card.
If you see any suspicious activity, please report it immediately to the nearest airport or law enforcement representative.
I have the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited, which is the same thing, but it's a business version. And that card gets 1.5 on everything. So it's very similar to that card. Like the Freedom Unlimited, basically in the past it was 1.5 on everything spent on every purchase. Now it's that 3%. They're doing that promotion. So I think the promotion is still going on. And the Chase Inc. Unlimited is the same thing. So those are good cards. Now you should also consider getting that Freedom. This is Chase Freedom, because they have that rotating category. So that's good too. 5 points for every dollar spent, rotating categories, $1,500, $1,500 cap for each quarter. So just something to think about. Let's see, that was Brian that asked that question. All right, guys, you have any other questions? And right now, just hit the thumbs up if you can. Just like the videos, we can get more people in here. All right. Looks like that rain never came. Let's see it. Let's look at this. Clouds are they've gone over us, but I don't see any rain. All right. Let's see. 2020, I'm getting business cards. All right, cool. And Nico, what's going on with your channel? Have you put any videos out? Because I haven't seen any. Maybe I didn't hit the little bell notification, but gotta start putting some videos out. Nate and Jess, what's going on? I stack them. It works good if you have a lot of expenditures. You stack what? Let's see here. Okay, guys, any other questions? And please hit the like button too, if you can. I know I keep bothering you guys about that, but it just helps. Chase Sapphire Reserve and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's what Nate's talking about. Yeah, definitely use them. I have the whole little business trifecta that I'm working, and I use that a lot. So I have the Chase Business, Chase Inc. Business Plus, which is now the Chase Inc. Business Preferred, and the Chase Inc. Unlimited, and then I just got the Chase Inc. Cash. And so I use those cards all the time. And those are really good earners. And then I have the Chase Sapphire Reserve that I use as well. So I'm able to really maximize my points in a lot of different categories. Now I still need to get a Chase Freedom card. I don't have one yet. I don't really need the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that one. I'm definitely going to get the Chase Freedom card because I like the rotating, the categories, the 5 points for every dollar spent on the rotating categories. Let's see. When you have business cards, do they all show up on the same account when you log in? Yes, they do. So you will have 2 different accounts. You'll have a business account, and then you'll have, but you can view them all together if you want. They do come up separately. But you can view them all together. So that's what I usually do because it's just too confusing. So I now have 4 business cards. I have the United Plus, United Business Plus card, and then the Chase cards that I just talked about, the Chase Inc. Cash, Inc. Unlimited, and then the Inc. Business Plus. So all those 4 accounts, they will open up in a certain section, and then my other personal cards will open up in another section. So you can click all, and then you'll just see everything in one section. So they do have them separate if you want to do it that way, but then you can put them all together. Okay. Send me a referral link. For which one? Yeah, I'd be glad to. The one that I would really recommend actually starting with is the cash one. And I think, Nikki, you have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or you have one of the Chase, either Chase Sapphire Reserve or Chase Sapphire Preferred. Then if you get that in cash card, 50,000 sign up bonus, and that's kind of that's a rarity for like a cashback card. That's what it is. So once you get that, then you can transfer those points up to one of the Chase Sapphire Preferred or Reserve, the Chase Freedom. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you. Actually, I don't have the Chase. I don't have the Freedom, but yeah, I don't have the Freedom. I don't think I could send a link for a Freedom that I don't have. Yeah, I just have the Chase Inc. Okay, so Chase Sapphire Preferred. All right, guys. Any other questions? That guy just sat next to me here. So, yeah, maybe this is the plane I'm flying out on. I guess I should check. Flight. Yeah, I don't see a flight number, but the plane's not going anywhere. And there's nobody really here, so maybe that might be the plane that I'm flying out on. I don't think I'm flying on the 777 though. Let's look at the plane here. They're loading it with food. Yeah, the delicious food on United Airlines. I don't know if you've had any experience flying United. Like I flew business class I was going to Thailand, and I'm going to tell you, that food was not good. It was not good. I was very disappointed in the food. And considering it's business class, and you should get like a good. I mean, it was the business class, the Polaris business class. The way they set the seats up and everything was really nice. Everything was, very strategically placed. It was comfortable, lie flat seats, all that, but the food just was not good. I didn't even finish the meal on that plane. And on the flights that I did, and you're talking, this is a 10-hour, it was an 11-hour flight to China, and then from China, then I took another flight. It wasn't United. It was I think it was Air China to Thailand. But yeah, that United flight, that wasn't anything special. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. After city slashes, travel benefits. What happens to travel benefits provided by World Elite Mastercard holder benefits? I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, James, when it comes to that. I heard that it was actually the Mastercard that was pulling back all these benefits. And like I said, this was just someone that put this in the comments. I don't know the validity of it. I need to do some more research on my own. Nika wants to send me her link. Yeah, you can go ahead and send that to me. I'm not ready to get the card right now, though. I'm going to hit the minimum spend on the Chase Inc. The cash card that I have, and I still have a couple. I'll probably hit that minimum spend by next month. Let's see. Did you enjoy visiting Europe? Are you asking that question to me? Because I haven't been to Europe in a while. Let's see. Let's see. Dolly, if you got the Alaska card, what would you use your points on? Okay, so that's Dolly asking that. That's a good question. If you have the Alaska card, believe it or not, you have different partners. So you have different foreign airline carriers that are partners with Alaska. For example, my trip up to Thailand, I used United. My trip back from Thailand, I used Hainan Air, which is a partner of Alaska. And so I used Alaska points, 50,000 points. That allowed me to fly business class on 2 of the legs and then economy on 1 of the legs. But I flew on Hainan Air. And I will tell you, that was it's not going to be, it wasn't my best flying experience. My best flying experience was on British Airways, but I was flying first class, like true first class. That was coming from London to the U.S. So it was a nice flight. I mean, everything was great. But as far as let's just say my best economy experience and my best business class experience was on Hainan Air. And I mean, they were excellent. They were excellent. Just something for you to think about too. So you can use, if you're flying to
While in the
Asia,
terminal area, please
you
keep
can
your
use
boarding
Hainan
pass
Air.
with you at all times.
And
Please have your boarding pass out and ready to present to the gate agent as you board your plane.
That's a benefit that you can't get with JetBlue. So if I get a JetBlue card, I can't fly. They don't have partners that are foreign airline carriers. So you can fly where JetBlue flies, but you can't fly anywhere else. Let's see, Nika flying on a 737. Okay. This plane in front of us right now, that's a 777. Let's see. Nate and Jess, I just tried Party Pass meal vouchers at Timberland Steakhouse, Denver Airport. Food was excellent. Cool. Yeah, I need to. I'm going to be using it a lot more now. I just thought that it's it's a great benefit to have. Let's see. Oh, she's telling me I'm flying on a 737. Okay, so this isn't my plane then. Yeah.
Kahului Airport is a
Let's
smoke-free
see.
environment.
What is the
Mahalo
minimum
for
spend
compliance.
on those business cards? It's no way I can spend 10,000, 5,000 is my max. They're not over 5. I can't remember offhand. This one here, the Ink Cash card, it's only 3,000. So I think the higher card is the Business Preferred card, the Ink Business Preferred. I think that could be 5,000. I don't even know. But I know this one is only 3,000. And it's the same, well, no. The Business Preferred sign-up bonus right now is 80,000. So, but it's worth it, 80,000. Oof. If you can spend 5,000, none of them are over 5,000, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's see, Nate and Jess. Yes, Timberland Steakhouse is nice. That's Julio saying that. Dolly saying thank you for the info. 18 billion, yes. I was asking if you enjoyed your time in Europe. I've been over there and it was awesome. Yeah, I went to Paris. I was there for 5 days and it wasn't enough time. And it's a long story how I got the ticket and everything, but it was one of the things I couldn't pass up on. So that's why I did it and had a good time. Loved the city. The people weren't very friendly though. So that was my experience with that. And things were very expensive. Okay, gonna try the Tampa airports. This is Nate and Jess saying, gonna try the Tampa Airport Party Pass restaurant next for return flight. Might try to do a short YouTube video. Yeah, do that, definitely. On it since we haven't seen Party Pass video out there yet. Yeah, do that. And let me know if you do that video. And I'll promote it for you on the channel. But yeah, the thing is, now I want to go use it everywhere. So I'm not taking another trip. I don't have another trip planned. So, well, I do have another trip that I'll be doing in October for sure. But that's October. That's a while. So I'll have to see. I do want to go to some more lounges. And then the weird thing too, like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how everything works out. I was told that they even have some Priority Pass lounges that are outside of the airport, like they're at the airport, but they're not past the security. Someone was saying that, so I don't know. That's pretty crazy because people could just go in there at any time and get free food. That would be pretty crazy. Let's see. And those of you who use the Priority Pass, let me know if they ever check your boarding pass. Because like I said, in my situation, they didn't. With the video that I just put out a couple of days ago, people were in the comments were saying, yeah, they don't check your boarding pass. So that's pretty crazy, where you can kind of fly in, you can go anywhere and just use it. And let's say you're coming home, you get home, you can go to the restaurant, get a meal, and then get one pack to go and take it home. Let's see. Gonna try. Okay, I need to do videos. I know I'm slacking. Yeah, you got to keep it going. I'm gonna tell you something. Like, if you get like consistent videos going, you'll be amazed at how many people will start subscribing. And I don't know if that's what you want. Like, I don't know if you just want to kind of document your stuff for family or stuff like that. But once you start putting videos together, if you wait for a little while, people just forget about you. But if you start putting them back to back to back,
in the interest of passenger safety, please do not leave your baggage unattended at any time. If you see any suspicious activity, please report it immediately to the nearest airport or law enforcement representative.
Okay, so if you do like maybe three a week, you're gonna see like people are gonna start subscribing because it's gonna keep showing your videos, keep promoting your videos. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do videos of all the Centurion lounges in the U.S. That's my goal. Cool, that would be good. I think people are very intrigued with Centurion lounges, and I have not been in one yet because I don't have the Amex Platinum. But when I get one, which the plan now is by the end of the year, pick up the Platinum first, and I want to get that $100 sign up or 100,000 sign up bonus.
Final boarding call for Southwest Airlines flight number 394.
So that's my goal when I'm focused on getting 100,000.
Final boarding call. We need everyone.
Let's see, Jess sounds good. It's awesome.
Gate number 9,
We love Priority Pass. It's so great.
Honolulu.
Yeah, huge value to
Gate number 9. Thank you.
Yeah, it does. I'm kind of over the Priority Pass lounges though. I mean, I haven't really found too many that I really like. They're pretty much standard. I mean, it's better than sitting in the regular terminal, that's for sure. But yeah, I haven't been able to find one that I really could say, wow, yeah, this is a nice lounge. And I've been to some nice lounges that, like, if you're at Los Angeles Airport and you're flying business class, and you're flying on United, you can go in the Star Alliance Lounge. That's very nice. So there's some that are really nice, and then you go to the Priority Pass lounges and it's like, it's okay. So yeah, that's my only thing. But the restaurant credit is definitely something that I think is setting them apart from a lot of the other companies. So, or a lot of the other lounge, like, I mean, it even sets them apart from the Centurion Lounge because you're getting like home cooked food as opposed to the food that you get in the Centurion Lounge. So, when I say home cooked, that wasn't the right word. Ready to make, ready. What is the word? Like you order food and you get it. Well, I can't remember. I can't remember how to say it. Ready made or not ready made. You know, you guys get what I'm saying. You get food that's made, prepared for you. Like you order it and then they prepare it and then you eat it, as opposed to going to like a buffet style setup where the food's probably been sitting there for a little while. All right, guys. Any other questions? Please put it in the chat now, and we'll go over a few more.
The current local time is now
So, Brian.
6:30 p.m.
Yeah, so Brian saying that Priority Pass is much better overseas, especially Asia. Yeah, you know, that was my experience. The experience that I did have with Priority Pass, it was better in China than it was out here because they serve food. They don't really serve food out here. Very rarely do they serve food. So, yeah, it was better. I will admit to that. Okay, anything else, guys? Any other questions? And like I said, I will be putting out a video Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Another stream, I said, not a video. And then I have a bunch of videos that I will be setting up too. So that will be coming in the near future. Just different videos about how many points I used, all that good stuff, as well as some of the stuff that I did in Kauai and things to do, like places to eat in Kauai. So if you've never gone to Kauai, you'll have some information about Kauai too. So I'll be doing those videos. So be looking for those. I'll be coming pretty soon. And then the live streams again, one on Monday, and then I'll start up again on Saturday, and we'll start doing live streams Saturday again, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Considering that I've been on vacation, that's the only reason I didn't put out anything. So I'll be doing more soon. Okay. Anything else, guys? Any other questions? Let's show this plane again. They're still just sitting there. The sun is getting ready to set. The sun's setting on the other side, but the clouds should still probably turn bright orange. I might do some photography right after I get off here, just to occupy my time. Still have another, 6:30? I still got another hour and a half before we board. So time is going by pretty fast. So actually, it was a good thing for me to do a live stream. I have something to do. What are your thoughts on Life Miles? They don't pass fuel surcharges to flyers. Life Miles. Refresh my memory. Who's that with? Yeah, Life Miles. Who's Life Miles with? Is that Avianca? Let's see. Yeah, Avianca. Okay. So they don't pass fuel surcharges to flyers. That sounds good. That sounds good. I've flown on Avianca before. I can't really speak on the mile. Like I've never used Life Miles before. I know they are a transfer partner with Citi, as well as I believe they're with Chase as well. I think I know United has a partnership with them, so I can fly on Avianca. But Chase might allow me to transfer points. I'm not sure. But as far as flying on Avianca, I've had some good experience on the Avianca. Airline's nice. I flew on Avianca as well as Copa, and they both fly to Colombia. And I had a better experience on Avianca. So, if that says anything, Copa is fine, but Avianca it was just a little higher end. The food tastes better. I flew business class on both airlines, and the food was a little better. And Avianca has this dessert. It's like a banana It was the size of like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but it was like a banana something or other, and it was like it was like a little pie basically. It was really good. And I think that was the best dessert I've ever had on a plane. Let's see. So James is saying, yes. What he's saying, Avianca, Star Alliance, Aquaman. What's going on, buddy? Let's see. Just booked a round trip flight for me and my two sisters from Lima to Cusco for 36,000. That's good. Wait, 36,000. That's just for you, right? That's just for you. I'm thinking 36,000, not for you and your sisters. Well, that's good though. Yeah, so I can't really speak on. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Aquaman. I appreciate that. I can't, and Aquaman, if you have a question, just put it in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, I can't really speak on like the points and life miles with Avianca. I do know they're a good source of points. They're valued. Like you can use those points to kind of like sweet spots with them. But I've never really used them for that purpose. Flown on. I've only used them with United. So I fly on United, and then if I'm going to Colombia, that's usually one of the airlines that I fly on, either that or Copa. And I know in Colombia, one thing is in Bogota, the Avianca lounge is very nice. And is it just Bogota? Maybe Medellin as well. Medellin, I believe they have a nice lounge, Avianca lounge in Medellin. Pretty sure. Did I fly? Yeah, I think they do. I think they have a nice lounge in Medellin and in Bogota. So, something to think about, James, if you are going to fly an Avianca, and if you fly business class, or if you have priority pass, I think the priority pass will allow you to get into the Avianca lounge. Okay. And Nika said no total. Wow, that's good. That's excellent. So 12K each, but it's only, let's see, it's only an hour and a half flight. Oh, okay. So but how's an hour and a half flight? You got me confused now. Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Because you're not coming from San Francisco. It can't be an hour and a half flight from San Francisco. You have me confused. Maybe you're going somewhere else first. Or that flight, okay. I didn't read that right. Okay, so from Lima to Cusco is 36,000. Got it. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. San Francisco to Houston to Lima, and then Lima to Cusco. Now, what's Cusco? Is that an island? I don't even know where that is. Yeah, enlighten me on that. Is it an island, and where is it? Wow, this is going to be a nice little sunset here. Hopefully this plane stays here. I'm going to take some pictures of it. That is a nice shot. That's going to be a nice one. That's going to be real nice. I'm taking pictures now as I'm talking. Yeah, so Cusco, let me know about that place. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. And one other thing, too, I want to talk about. I will be doing another trip to Colombia for Cusco. Why are you laughing at me? What is that? How you say it? Costco is the city closest. Costco is the city closest to Machu Picchu. Oh, Cusco is okay. Got you. Okay. I will be doing another Colombia trip.
Kahului Airport
For
is a
Carnival.
smoke-free environment.
So-
Mahalo for your compliance.
I'll be going in August. I mean, not August. I'll be going in October, and then I will be going again. I believe it's late February, early March, for Carnival again. So, just putting that out there. If you've ever thought about going to Carnival, that's when you want to go, or that's where you want to go. Either Barranquilla or go to Brazil. I like Barranquilla. It's the second largest carnival in the world. And then, of course, Brazil is number one when it comes to Carnival. But I'll be going again. I'll be taking pictures. I'll be doing all that, doing some vlogging and all that good stuff. This time I'll be better prepared, and I should have better footage and I'm trying to get like a press pass or something so I can go out there and be out there on the on the street, like being able to like on the street of the parade. Like you had people out there taking pictures of the parade. I was taking pictures from the bleachers, but I want to be out there with the press pass where I can walk around and take pictures of whoever I wanted to take pictures of. I don't have to be limited to just that one place. So yeah, so that is the plan. All right. Let's see. Aquaman saying coming from. All right. What question do you have, Aquaman? I'm gonna show the airplane again. That's gonna be a nice sunset. All right. Any other questions, guys? Let me know now if you have any other questions, any other concerns, any other comments, something. And yeah, I apologize for not doing a live stream. I actually tried the first, what was that? When I first got into town, I think it was Saturday that I did one where I was at the airport. That one was okay. And then I got to my the hotel or the timeshare, and I tried to do another one, and the internet was just horrible. And so I got on there for a minute, it wasn't working. I tried to use my phone, it wasn't working, so I was just done with it. So I didn't do anything else after that. And that's one of the struggles I'm going to have, because I like to do live streams when I'm actually traveling. I think it's kind of neat, but I need to figure out a better way, because the internet just was not cooperating with me. Okay, let's see, Nate and Jess. Just to give more detail on the value of the Party Pass meals, we had grilled citrus salmon with mashed potatoes, steamed vegetables, and strawberry cheesecake. Next time we eat there, try the elk medallions. Hey, Nate and Jess, I got a question for you guys. So I know you can get a +1, but it said on there they have to be do you have to sign them up in advance in order to get the +1? Because it said something like it has to be approved user. I don't know. It said something like that in the description. I've never used it for 2 people, only used it for 1. I'm just curious, your experience. Were you guys able to just go in there, and when I went in there, they just gave me a ticket, and the ticket had on there the credit. So if you do a +1, is there anything else that you have to do, or do you just say, hey, I want this person to eat with me, or what have you? So if you could answer that for me, I'd really appreciate it. Let's see, I only have a month to use my Party Pass. No, because I have Amex. Oh, so you only, I thought you had a Chase, maybe you have a Chase Sapphire Preferred.
In the interest of passenger safety, please do not leave your baggage unattended at any time. If you see any
you gotta use
suspicious
that,
activity,
hopefully.
please report it immediately to the nearest airport or law enforcement representative.
I think Chase will actually, or no, I think American Express is working on something.
While in the terminal area, please keep your boarding pass with you at all times. Please have your boarding pass out and ready to present to the gate agent as you board your plane.
Okay. Yeah, I think American Express is working on something. Like they have something, some kind of restaurant credits or something that they're going to put out there. I just can't see them ending that part of the program, but keeping everything else, but they don't have anything in place. So I think something's going to happen, and that's why they were kind of getting that out of the way, because they don't want it to compete with something that they have that they're going to be putting out. So I wouldn't be too sad, Nika. I think you'll probably have a better alternative, or you'll have an alternative. Let's see. Nate and Jess. Also, since our son was with us, they gave us an extra voucher, $84 worth of voucher. Okay, cool. No, we didn't have to sign them up in advance, at least here in Denver. All right, we're reconnected, good. They counted myself, Jess, and my son. Cool, that's cool. That's good to know, guys. because I do see it, and it does say like a authorized, not authorized user. I can't remember the exact verbiage that they use, but that's good to know. Okay, HD chillin', what's going on, Hardy? How you doing, buddy? Advice on not losing luggage when using Avianca to smaller airlines. I usually, and just like I am today, and I'll show you guys my little setup here. This is it. So I have my carry-on, and that's my oversized bag. This I just picked up. I know the sun is kind of giving us a glare here, but it's really bad glare. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna clean this lens off. All right, yeah, it's just bad. Okay, so I just got this eBags backpack, and this has all my camera gear. So all my camera gear is in here, and it's worked really well for me. And then I have just a carry-on, and that is what I travel with. So that's the best way to avoid your luggage getting lost, is to carry it on with you everywhere you go. Now I know it's not practical for everyone because, let me get this situated here, because we all don't, like, depending on where you travel. Let me, try to get this back up. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, so what I do is I do the check bag. So, or not check bag, I do the carry-on. And that way I don't have to worry about getting my luggage lost or misplaced or anything. Now that is going to require that you're able to pack everything in a carry-on. But usually I'm going to stay at an Airbnb. I'm going to stay somewhere where I can wash my clothes. Even if I don't stay somewhere where I can wash my clothes, I can always do the laundry service, not at the hotel, but you can go depending on where you're staying, or you can do a laundry service in the area. Man, this is really okay. There we go, perfect. But yeah, you can do a laundry service in the area, and that's what I'll do too. I'll do that. Like when I was in Thailand, I was staying there for 11 days, and I did a laundry service there. I actually did it twice. I did it once to get my clothes clean, just because I needed to, because I was out of clothes. I packed for about 5 days, and so right before I left, I did it again. It was only like $10. They do all of your clothes, but I did it again because they fold your clothes, iron and fold your clothes. So I was able to just take my clothes, or when I got my clothes, just put it in my luggage, and I was good to go. So that's why I did that. But yeah, that's pretty much my routine. Let's see. Anything else, guys? Any other questions?
Aloha, this is a final boarding call for United flight number 1281 for the 29th and 30th at gate 27. All ticketed and confirmed passengers should now be on board the aircraft. Doors will be closing shortly. Mahalo.
So Nate Jess says that they're going to check out, disabled check Tampa to see what the procedures are saying. Cool, yeah. And do that video. Do that video, put it on YouTube. I think that'd be great. Because there's a lot of people just like me that are really interested in this restaurant credit now that I know that it's probably the best benefit that they have right now. Wow, I need to set something up. I'm missing out on a really good time lapse right now, so I'm gonna set that up while we talk here. Is this thing still going? So this is a little Osmo action here. Oh, I just moved it. I just moved it again. It's been doing a time lapse this whole time. And then I got another one here. This is the Osmo Pocket. And let me get this one going. I don't know why it's giving me some issues here. What is it doing?
Aloha, United flight number 1281 at gate 27, paging passenger Escalita, audio 3.
I don't know what's going on with my Osmo.
Lexem, please report to gate 27. Mahalo.
Wow, It's never done this before. Oh, it's wireless mode on. How do I get the wireless mode off? Alright. So the wireless mode's set up on my phone, so I can't do anything. Oh well. So I'm gonna have to get off. I am gonna be getting off soon though. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. If not, then we are gonna have to end it for now. And like I said, just come back and see me Monday night. We'll be doing another live stream. So I appreciate everybody stopping by and keeping me company for the last 2 hours. I appreciate that because now I'm almost ready for my flight. My flight will be, I don't even know if I have time. I need to make time. I'm gonna have to go get something to eat. I have a 5-hour flight ahead of me, so I'm gonna have to do that right now. So I'm gonna go get something to eat, guys. Thanks for stopping by, like I said, and I'll be on Monday, so stop by on Monday, and we'll have some good stuff for you guys. All right, that is all. So I'll talk to you guys later. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on your way out so we can get some more likes, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Let's see, Aquaman saying, where are you traveling? Right now I'm in Maui. I'm on my way home though. So I was in Honolulu for 2 days, Kauai for Kauai for 8 days. And now I'm getting ready to take off and go back home. Actually, I left Kauai and now I'm sitting at the airport in Maui waiting for my next flight. There's one other thing too. Let me just talk about that real quick. So you're thinking, well, why didn't you just fly from Kauai straight to Los Angeles, which would have been great. But when you're using points, you do need to be flexible because a lot of those tickets are going to be, there's going to be a stop in between, so you're going to have to stop somewhere. So you do have to be flexible when it comes to that. You can use it towards your advantage. Like there's certain situations where, this is not really one of them, but if I really wanted to leave, I could go out and do some stuff in Maui for a couple of hours and then come back and catch the flight if I wanted to do that. I could set it out to where I have like a 12-hour layover where I really have enough time to kind of go out and do some things. So those are different options. But usually you're going to have a stop in between and you're going to have to wait a little bit. So in most situations,
United Airlines Flight 1281, the delayed flight from last night. We are boarding through gate 27 at this time. We are still missing 2 passengers, Friedman.
So it's funny that they just said that right now because that's what
Please come see us at gate 27. Doors will be closing shortly.
That's what they were talking about earlier. They were talking about a delayed flight. I happened to be walking by these guys. They said, yeah, we've been delayed 24 hours. So they've been there. They've been in the airport since yesterday. Now, I don't know if I shouldn't say that. I don't know if they've been in the airport. They might have gotten a voucher and was able to go stay in a hotel and then come back. But their flight got delayed that long, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, so you need to be flexible. So if you're going to use points, just be aware of that. You got to be flexible. You can't just, they're not going to allow you to just, usually you're not going to get the best flight plans. You're going to have a stop in between. So, and it's funny, it's either a long stop layover or it's a short one, which is very dangerous, like 45-minute layover. So you get to the gate, and then you got to run. Not really run, but I've never run if I'm running, I'm not running. I'm not running through an airport. I did that once in my life. I'm never doing that again. It's ridiculous. You run and you get there and you realize
the airport is a smoke-free environment.
you missed your flight anyway.
For your compliance.
So they can just rebook me in that case. But sometimes they'll give you that short layover where it's like 45 minutes. So you have to go from one gate to the next gate, and you're flying into an airport where you have no real clue of where you're going. So that does happen from time to time. So it's all on how you book it. And I don't mind spending an extra 4 hours, 4.5 hours sitting in the airport. It's fine. But obviously you got to have the time to do that. All right, I'm going to get out of here because I'm just babbling at this point. But come see me on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard. We'll have a live stream going. All right, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye. I got to figure out how to turn this off. So that